Hey Chris, so this is the sauerkraut video. This is the supplies you need. Just a head of cabbage. I got organic, but you can get organic or non-organic. Some salt. I use a 32-ounce mason jar, tablespoon, and a knife and a big bowl. And you're okay. All right, so what you're gonna do first is you're gonna discard, well actually you're not gonna throw it away, you're just gonna remove, oh, is it empty? Here. All right, you're gonna take off these outer leaves, but don't throw them away, you're just gonna set them to the side. And so, probably just like the two outermost leaves. And then you're gonna cut the cabbage in half. Okay? So, and then make sure you have a sharp knife. Okay? And you're gonna want to cut the core off. So you can just do like a triangle shape. Okay? And don't throw that away either. Just set it to the side with the leaves. Okay? Shred it up. Then we're going to get our tablespoon of salt. I just use a tablespoon. I don't know, it always works out fine for me. So I'm just gonna put all that in there. And then make sure your hands are clean. You're gonna start squeezing and massaging the cabbage. Okay. And that's gonna extract like the juices out, and the cabbage is gonna become more limp.
It needs a little bit more salt.
Yeah, it's okay if you add a little bit more salt if you feel like, you know, like the juice isn't extracting enough. You can sprinkle in a little bit more salt. I would say less than a tablespoon, probably. Yeah, so you just squeeze it and massage it, and you keep doing that, and you'll start feeling like, you know, the juices. My hands are wet already, so.
Just put more salt.
Hey. All right, so as you're doing this, you'll start to see, I don't know if you can tell or see, there's juice at the bottom. That's a good thing. You want a lot of juice to fill up at the bottom, because you're gonna use all that juice when you pack the cabbage into the mason jar. Remember that guy in the video?
So how do you know when you stop?
You kind of just, like, if you press it down and a lot of water comes up, that's when you know that you've done it enough. Because this cabbage has to be submerged in the liquid in the jar, so you want to make sure there's enough liquid. It really does tire you out. Okay, Theo.
Alright.
It's getting pretty good, right?
It's crazy how much water.
Yeah, so a lot of water ends up coming out of it.
Yeah, it looks good.
Okay, so for the spices, that I'm gonna put in here, I'm gonna use garlic, probably just 1 clove of it, and then I'm gonna use caraway seed and mustard seed. And you'll want to crush the garlic. Whoops, my bad.
Crush the garlic.
Okay. And then I'm gonna mince it. Once it's minced enough, you can go ahead and put the garlic in there. Okay. So I'll go ahead and put it in the bowl. Okay. So I'm gonna use half a teaspoon of both of these spices. Okay. Okay, so I got half a teaspoon. Just gonna put it in there. And then half a teaspoon of mustard seed. Okay, and we're gonna pour it in there. Okay. All right, so we're just gonna mix it in with our hands. Okay. So this is what it looks like. You can see some of the little spices all throughout it. You should be able to see plenty of liquid coming up when you press down with your hand. So there's a lot of liquid in there. And so now we want to pack it into the mason jar. So that's the next step. Okay. Now we're gonna want to spoon. And you might want to get, like, I don't know, a medium-sized spoon. Something that will fit in there, but it's not too small. So we're just gonna scoop this into the jar. Okay. Okay, pack it down as much as you can. And you can kind of see can you see the liquid coming up? You see that? Yeah. So that's a good sign. There's a little too much liquid in here. The liquid is good, but we still need a little bit of space because what we're gonna do is use some of our cabbage leaf now that we took off earlier. And I'm just gonna take off some of this outer part, and I'm gonna kind of fold it on tops just so that for sure the liquid, or all the cabbage down here, is submerged in liquid. And then I'm gonna take part of the core and I'm gonna use it. I'm just gonna give it a flat bottom and a flat top. Okay, just a chunk of it like that is really all you need. And I push it down in there and you can kind of make it bigger, to be honest. I could even stick another piece if I wanted to, just to help push it down. And then you seal it up, and that's pretty much it. And then you can let it, well, you need to let it sit in a dark area for at least 3 days. Maybe you can even wait up to a week if you wanted to. Something that would be good though, if you're gonna let it sit for up to a week, it's good to burp it. Maybe you can burp it every 2 days or every day if you want. You just, all you do to burp it, you know, to let the gases out, is you just kind of unscrew it, you know, let the gas out, and then you just tighten it back up again. So yeah, yeah, you can burp it every day if you want, especially if you're gonna have it fermenting for a week. Or you can do it every other day, whatever you want to do. But yeah, you just let it sit for a week or so, and it'll be ready to eat. And you can eat it on hot dogs. You can put the sauerkraut in your tuna salad. I've even had it on pizza and it was good. So you can try it on anything you want, even sandwiches if you want to. So good luck, Chris. If you have any questions, just let me know.
Bye-bye.
Love you, bye. Say bye. No bye. Oh, there she goes. Did you get that?